let's get to the news. There is some bullshit from Square Enix. It's that time of year again. For some new bullshit from Square Enix to talk about. Square Enix has announced a playable NFT collectible experience. Symbiogenesis. So people saw this trademark get reserved a little while ago. And everybody's like, oh my gosh, how exciting. This means that there's going to be a new... This is going to be a new game. There's going to be a new Parasite Eve game, is what people have thought. Unfortunately, it's a collectible NFT experience. I think there was a trailer. Now, we knew that they were going to be doing some shit like this. They are going to be trying to like add any kind of NFT games or blockchain shit that they can add that they think that they can get away with. So according to Square Enix, Symbiogenesis is set in a self-contained world where a wide cast of characters symbiosis, all of which can be collected as digital art. So pay to earn, right? I mean, play to earn. Play to earn. Process offer an interactive story and a dedicated community. It's pretty ballsy to offer to like say that it will offer that, because I think it's up to the gamers who decides if they're going to be dedicated or not.
But first,
no, that's not.
May my powers.
That's not it. The art collected by players can be used as a character in a story that takes place in an alternate world. The player can untangle a mystery by completing missions that revolve around questions of the monopolization and... What? Wait. Okay, wait. Back up. The art can be used as a character in a story that takes place in an alternate world where the player can untangle a mystery by completing missions that revolve around questions of the monopolization and distribution of resources. What the? I mean, there's no way. They're not doing that on purpose. Capitalism intensifies. Like, you're really gonna pick that? That's really gonna be the subject matter. It has to be meta. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It can also be used as a social media profile picture. Okay. Well, yeah, that's good. I think that is the only way to get a social media profile picture is if you buy the NFT. Square Enix says sales of the NFT will begin in spring 2023 alongside a free browser service. During the company's 2022 shareholders meeting report in June, Square Enix shared its plans to create story-focused NFTs. Oh my god. Like, if I really feel like if it was not for Yoshi P, we'd already have that shit in Final Fantasy. They did release, I mean, they did make the Cloud statue with the NFT attached to it, but they really wanted to make the Final Fantasy NFTs, but they feel like they can't do it without pissing off everybody. But I feel like they will. Discussing how the blockchain would impact the company's biggest franchises, Square Enix President Yosuke Matsuda said, "It's still too early to consider making Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy blockchain games. It's still too early." He wants to do it so bad, and he just has to wait till he thinks that he can get away with it. Don't drag Dragon Quest into this. Oh, they will. They can, and they will, and they want to. Like, I thought... What makes this even more baffling, besides being out of touch, is I thought the NFT market collapsed. Like, I thought the NFTs aren't worth shit now. And, like, every day I see another article about somebody who bought an NFT for a shitload of money and now they can sell it for like $10. So like even from a business perspective, this doesn't make any sense. This better be the most amazing NFT experience ever for literally anyone to care. This better be the most amazing shit-eating experience ever for anyone to enjoy eating this shit. This shit better taste really good. This better be premium shit. Square Enix is one of the first major publishers to declare support for NFT. We know. We'll never forget that infamous New Year's letter from the Square Enix CEO, which comes up every time we hear some new bullshit from them related to NFTs. We all think back to that horrible, horrible letter that, I thought this was going to link straight to it, about how he said that 2021 would be the first year of NFTs for the company. He said, yeah, my company was working on an NFT project for a year, and when the project market imploded, they gave up on the project, which was already finished and ready to launch. Well, your company has more common sense than Square Enix. Sunk cost. The thing is, like, it would be better to pivot, cut your losses, and do something else. Than just continue on with something. Yeah, the sheer fucking hubris of this is amazing. Absolutely true. So yeah, I thought this was gonna link to the letter, but it's just gonna quote. That's fine. Yeah, in the letter, the president had said he believed that blockchain games hold the potential to enable self-sustaining game growth by pushing a play-to-earn concept. Play-to-earn concept. The exec went on to suggest that the ability for users to earn from their digital creations and games could revitalize user-generated content. I realized that some people, wait a minute, claim the lack of incentives had previously limited user creation. You know what game has a lot of user-generated content? Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah, players create like little hats to put on their minions. I saw a little wizard hat that the players created to put on their lizard minion. They also create other appendages and alterations and I mean nipples of every size and shape are things that users have generated. I realize that some people who play to have fun and who currently form the majority of players have voiced their reservations towards these new trends. Yeah, I know some of you who don't want to play to earn, but who play to have fun might have some problems with where we're going, and we get it, but you can pretty much just eat shit. However, I believe that there will be people whose motivation is not play to have fun, but play to contribute. Okay? By which I mean to help make the game more exciting. So, none of us that have ever been playing Final Fantasy to have fun are contributing shit. None of us have contributed shit to this game besides the sub fee, but that doesn't count. They just pretty much take that for granted, I guess. We're not paying extra. How out of touch can this man be? Literally the worst take that I've ever heard about gaming was from the Square Enix CEO. Like, this is the shittiest take imaginable. I really do think that it is. I've never heard anyone say anything more stupid in the context of video games than what he said. So yeah, the thing is, like, what the fuck are they talking about? Story-focused NFTs. So, like, you can play through the story, right? And You can play through it normally for free, or you can buy the NFT, which unlocks like a romanceable NPC for you that you can have like this separate path. Suddenly there's another Scion who is romanceable. So I don't know what this means or how they plan to put it into Final Fantasy, but they're definitely trying. Play to contribute your money. This actually, you know what it reminds me of? I saw this thing on Twitter yesterday. Like this whole philosophy that he's expressing. It's about trying to monopolize more of your time. Like, because it's not enough for you to come home from work and play. And just hang out. You're not earning. You're not working. You're not contributing. You're hanging out. You're having fun. You're playing a video game. That's what video games are. But this philosophy sounds more like, well, what if we could get them to work for us then? In that free time that they have, they could be generating revenue for us during that time. Like, how do we monetize more and more of players' time? And then make them feel like they want to do that too. How do we trick them into doing that? Now, this is more, it's about social media and it's about tech companies and what the general trend has been towards. But it does remind me of all of this too. So I think I should play it so you can see what I mean when I talk about companies trying to monetize more and more of your time. It's only like 2 minutes long.
They're coming for every second of your life. That's what these companies are coming to. This company as well. And it's not because anyone is bad. It's not because anyone in this company has evil plans or is trying to do this. They're not even doing it consciously.
Well, I don't know about that. I think some companies are just really, really fucking stupid. Like, there's some people in charge that are just incompetent.
It's because these companies like Twitter and YouTube and Instagram and everything, they went public and they went to shareholders. So they have to grow. Their entire models are based off of growth. They cannot stay stagnant.
The unsustainable growth, the exponential growth year after year, where it doesn't matter if the company made like so much money and surpassed what anyone would consider to be normal expectations. Because of the shareholder expectations, it has to be not just more money, not just a lot of money, but all of the money that is possible every year, forever, and every year has to be more than that, and more than that, and more than that.
Twitter grossed $4 or $5 billion last year. It is in the red. It is unprofitable. It has to get more of you. No matter how nice it's trying to be, it is all that they're trying to get more engagement from you. We used to colonize land. That was the thing you could expand into, and that's where money was.
This is a really interesting point he made.
We colonized the entire earth. There was no other place for the businesses and capitalism to expand into, and then they realized human attention. That they are now trying to colonize every minute of your life. That is what these people are trying to do. Every single free moment you have.
So that's what I meant. Like, that's the thing that he said that reminded me of this, like the drive towards making you play to earn. While you're playing in your free time, that's more time that could be monetized.
Is a moment you could be looking at your phone and they could be gathering information to target ads at you. That's what's happening. So like, as much as we can, have really good conversations and try to humanize the conversations, the like mechanism of the business is rolling towards that just because of the market. So like, it's coming. It's coming for every free second you have. And that's dark. That's really, really dark and scary. And for someone like me, I grew up a little bit on the internet, and I felt the repercussions of it. I suffer from anxiety. So I know where it leads. And I'm saying, like, you don't want this. Trust me. Like, you're not going to feel good about yourself.
So then he goes on, like
the whole joke on the internet is everyone's like, this place sucks, right? I mean, like, that's like kind of the thing. That's why their memes are all ironic and detached and self-referential and 12 layers deep, because truth is completely dead to them and they know it. They look at the president, they look at the culture, they go, what the hell is this? They look at, like,
I don't know. I don't think I agree in some ways.
Commercials that are winking at them and smiling, and they go, like, forget it, So, like,
that's fair. That's valid.
I have no idea what's gonna happen.
That's fair and that's true. But I also think that, like, if you grow up around that all the time, you just learn to detach, and like you learn to separate what's bullshit marketing and what's real. And that's Like if you've grown up around it, if you're online a lot, if you're terminally online like me, this is a skill that you develop over time. And it doesn't mean that you have to become cynical and like depressed all the time about it. Does mean that you need to be alert and call shit out when you see it. And so, yeah, that's now you probably understand like why that connected in my mind to this whole discussion about play to earn, and like everything has to be making money all the time for the company. It's not enough just to make a good game and sell a good product and have that be the end of the transaction. NFTs don't have to be a big mainstream success to be worth it, because they require an incredibly low amount of effort and risk for the initial seller. I kind of agree from this, like from a technical standpoint, but the PR costs will be immense. Like the backlash will be immense. It already is. And so for a big company, it's not just like some random company that people don't know about. I mean, Square Enix's reputation is already in the shitter, and the only reason that it's been staying afloat and people still even think about it in a remotely positive light is because of Final Fantasy XIV. This is the same company that nearly bankrupted itself not once, not twice, but almost 3 times, and went all in on digital idols with Akiros and the Spirits Within. They also went all in on Lightning and Fabula Nova Crystallis, and again with 14 1.0, which they kept pushing until told, hey, you screwed it. It seems like they had made the plans to get in on the NFT market when it was at its height, and then by the time they had something ready, the market had already collapsed, but they're just holding on with the copium. Man, like, I hate to be a doomer about the video game industry, but I often have this feeling like as the years go by that our worst case scenarios keeps changing. Like we keep moving the goalpost about like what's the worst thing that could happen. Because like I remember back in the day it used to be like, oh, horse armor. Buying real money for the horse armor? That's bullshit. And then the cash shop came and everybody was mad about the cash shop for a little while. Like really mad about that. And then we got to a point where, well, cash shop doesn't seem so bad if it's only cosmetics. And then it got to the point where, well, maybe you can have little boosters and stuff in it too. And okay, well, maybe the cash shop with cosmetics doesn't seem so bad if we can get all of our heroes for free. And then it's like, well, grinding for your heroes and grinding for shit, and the cash shop, that doesn't all seem so bad as long as it's not an NFT Bitcoin grinding play to earn game. Like I would like to get off this ride. It keeps going the wrong way. Like the train keeps going down the wrong track, man. Because I really have gotten to the point, like with the cash shop, for example, I'm like, well, like I don't think it even makes sense to fight against the cash shop anymore, because I feel like that ship has sailed and we're all fine with that. So we should now focus our attention on something that people actually still recognize as being a problem and that we can maybe still do something about, right? We got to pick our battles, because like what's normalized seems to be changing incredibly rapidly.